Hello and welcome to another episode of the City of Foxton. I am Amazing Sound and we are starting out our day here in the nether. We have two things that we're going to work on today. This episode has two pieces to it. One, we're going to be starting the nether tunnel over to the raid farm. And the second part of it is we're going to be doing a video for the other server members here on how to use the raid farm. That way nobody kind of wanders away with the bad omen effect, or turns on the trident killer and somebody all the way across the map gets the bad omen effect because they left their tridents there. So we need to get this portal set up so that there's a way for everybody to get to it nice and easily, and then we're going to take a look at what we've built so far, run a raid, and see where things go from there. Okay, so let's start by taking a look at things here. I've got some obsidian here in my inventory, along with a bunch of other junk, and we need to get to 50, 39, which seems to be about right here. So I'm just going to put, that's 50, 49, so let's do it there. Let's get some netherrack here just to kind of get our corner. Don't have to go too high here. Let's hope I don't have any lava up here to pour down on my head. That would be unfortunate. So that should be our nether tunnel built, and we're not going to light that just yet. I kind of want to get some of the groundwork done for other things here. So let's break out our stone chest here, put a stone cutter down. Call that. There we go. Pick the correct blocks. Alright, we're going to get some cobblestone here. A lot of the build is with cobblestone in the actual raid farms themselves. So let's get ourselves a little bit there. And we're just going to start building up, hopefully without falling into the depths of lava here, which is always fun to try and avoid that. And we have a little bit of a path that started over there, so we're just gonna kind of make our way. You know what, I really want these to be bottom half slabs, so let me just make that adjustment there. We'll come back and we'll turn this row into stairs later. So for now, no, don't do that. That's not what I wanted to do. Whew, good thing I wasn't standing on that. That would have been unfortunate. Okay, so let's go. I think if we can stay here, we can just place blocks to our heart's content until we get to a point where we can increase the height here. We need to get up there, so maybe we'll come somewhere in the, nope, not that neighborhood. Alright, I guess that's the edge where we're going to go. So we're just going to place these here. It's one great thing that Bedrock has over Java is the ability to place blocks this way. That way you're not backing up over the lava lake facing backwards trying to place some blocks. We're going to put some stairs there, so we're going to skip that block for now. We're just going to get this base down one more row here. And then we'll try and get some wall decorations going, and hopefully it turns out okay. I definitely want this to be a safe platform as well. So let's get some stairs real quick. I think I used up all the cobblestone I had, so we'll get some more here. Not all I had, but turned all of that into slabs. So we want to make some stairs here. 32 seems like a good number for now. So we're just going to replace this block here with some stairs. And then we want to make sure all of this stays as bottom half slabs. So let's go And a neat little trick I like to use with stairs is not that trick. That's not a trick. Is to continue it to be bottom half slabs, which you do by just bringing that slab up right there and then working off of that. That way all of this path becomes completely unspawnable, and you actually don't even realize that that's not a stair there, that the stair is actually low here. So it works out quite well, and then you can still continue to place your stairs as you would normally. Nope, where did that go? Just placed a stair somewhere and I have no idea where it went. Oh, underneath. That was interesting. That's what I wanted, not underneath. Just get that one there. And we're just going to repeat this pattern until we get all the way up to that height there, which could be... Come on, place me a block. No, you're just going to be a pain in the butt. So it's always difficult doing it this way, but quick little turn. We'll get this in here. Gotta make sure that shift button is held down. Otherwise we could meet a demise that... well, I've never fallen in lava with a totem in my hand, so I don't really want to start now. I know it does give you some resistance, so that might help out a little bit, but I'd rather not chance it. Maybe if somebody else has done that, that'd be nice to know about, and the results of said lava fall. But for now, we're going to leave that untested. So let's see, where are we in relation? We are level with that, so we are just going to continue our path over to that and connect up here. Let's see, can I reach that path now? I can. And there we go. We got our initial path done here. Lines up with the rest. We're just going to pop out a few blocks here. Just to finish that off. Let's get that out of the way. So at this point, we need to figure out what we're going to do for the design. So, and I definitely like what they do in the actual build of it, and they use a lot of dark oak, which we have some here, and they use a lot of cobblestone as well. So I'm gonna use the pattern that I have built up in the actual build itself. We're going to have to use some temporary blocks here to get us started, I think. That's not a temporary block. Just build that up there, just because we need this block to get us started, and wood is so finicky about the direction it's placed. Let's see, here we go. We should be able to get down here. Just going to use that block there to get us started. Perfect. I'm going to do this pattern of 3 cobblestone and a piece of wood, just like that. Not sure how we're going to deal with the drops yet, but we'll work that out in a second. It's not really going to work for that. I have to go back underneath here just to get my temporary block under there. Just like that. Break out these temporary blocks here. And we'll build up this first section, and then I'll do some building off camera here, and we'll come back when we get closer to the edge, or to being complete with this piece of it. So we're going to build this up. So these go 3 tall on the build. And I hear a ghast somewhere around here, hopefully nowhere within the vicinity of shooting at me. So those go up 3 tall there. And then we're going to put some cobblestone in here. I'm going to actually bring the cobblestone back one, so we'll bring some more slabs in here. We'll bring the cobblestone back a block. Just like that. So same thing here, some slabs, some cobblestone. We're going to create these little windows here. Just like that. And we're going to take this pattern and we're going to continue it down. Like I said, I'm not sure how I'm going to do the stairs yet, but we're going to work on that next. I'm going to take this pattern right down to the end there, and then we'll be back with it. Okay, so we've now completed this section of our tunnel, at least the base and some of the walls here. So what we need to do is go in and fill in, like on the top of these logs, I want to put a little half slab of the dark oak, which is in keeping with the design of a pillager outpost. And then we need to come up with a little ceiling here. And I think after that little slab, maybe I use stairs instead of slab and then kind of arch up. So let's toy around with it a little bit and see where we end up here. And I just got to go put a little crafting table. I left myself a little walkway here so I can get in the corner. Let's see. Do I have crafting? I do have a crafting table on me, so let's stick this down and let's make some stairs. So let's see, let's start, let's go here. So I don't want a solid wood block, I definitely want my stairs in here. So if I put a stair there, a stair there, what I want to do is put an upside down stair. So let me see if I get a block behind that real quick. Actually right next to it would work. Maybe an upside down stair like that. I'll do the same on this side here. And then if I can do another upside down stair there. Nah, I think that's too high. Let's take that down. Take that down. Of course, you're going to get stuck up there. These are bottom half slabs, so these aren't going to be that easy to get on top of. So if I... Nope, that's not going to work. Let's see, how can we do this? We can't. So we'll just give up on that part for now. So I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of slab across here with some dark oak. Hopefully I have enough dark oak to do this. Crafting table. Maybe a few here just to get a look of it. So if I just kind of slab across here like this. And I think what we can do is change it up and do a little, follow the pattern, but change up the block. So I've got some stairs there. Let's make some slabs here. So let's do this design here. So we'll use much more cobblestone. We're just going to follow this pattern, just like that. That is incorrect. A little hasty to put some blocks down there. I am having so much trouble placing blocks. I always have this fear of falling down backwards, so I never back up. Alright, let's take a look at that. We're going to add just our other stripe of dark oak into the mix here. Oh, I hate when I do that. Java pick block doesn't take over your tools. Bedrock chooses to. So, unfortunate, but and here I go placing things incorrectly again. Place it up, one block higher. Yeah, I think I definitely like that. So let me attempt to get at least some of this roof done, and then we'll be back again. Alright, so as we finish up our build here of the nether tunnel before we light the portal here, I'm just going to give a little walkthrough. I did do some interesting stuff with the ceiling here in order to get it to work. I had to bring it around this way so it looked correct as you came down. And I think this looks great. I have a few more finishing touches I want to put in here. I want to kind of close up these windows here a little bit. Hopefully I made enough of these. And if not, oh, that's 3. That should not be 3, which means I need a block down here. Don't fall. Thank you for not falling in the lava. So I'll get my cobblestone box out in a second and we'll fix that one there. That's the nice thing about doing this kind of stuff, is the little final touches. It lets you know you found a block you missed, or something's out of place. And we're going to do a few more final touches here. I should have a few pieces of cobblestone. Maybe I don't even have to go into my ender chest here. Oh, I'm 1 short. Oh, the frustration sometimes. So let's see if I have anything here. Alright, I see some cobblestone in there. So let's see if I got that piece of cobblestone in there. I do. I just need 1 of those. Just going to go right in the bottom there. I'm going to have to get 1 more of those dark oak pieces there. And let's see what I got in this box here. We should have some more decorations. This is stuff I'm bringing over. Let's grab those guys so we can let everybody know what this is. We can just kind of pop that in there. Let's see, every 3rd one maybe. Is that too low? Maybe I should make it a little higher. Let's see if I put it, what did I put it here? Did I put it right below? I put it right below that wood, so let's do that. Let's do it right below the wood, every other one, all the way down. So we can do it this way as well, that way we match on the insides. So we'll do it there, and there, and there. We'll even put some, nope, not there, I'll go higher than that. Up on the portal here. And I think that looks good. Let's put these away here. I think that looks finished there, other than that 1 dark oak piece. So I'll find 1 of those. So for now, let's just, we're going to light this portal, and then we're going to go and light the other side. I'm not going to go through this portal yet, so that is lit. So let's go back through the hub here, and we'll take a flyover. And if you are a member on this server, once we get over there, I'm going to show you the overworld way to get in, followed by the, of course, well, now you know the nether way. It was getting villager stars here. That was interesting. I wonder if there's villagers are running around. Hello. Very interesting. So let's head over to the raid farm, which is a little over this way. Looks like I have some unloaded chunks there. So our raid farm is at 400, 300. You can see it up there in the sky. It's a pretty compact design, but the way in currently is over here under this little pillar. Just come down here and we get into this room here. So this room we will go over, and right now I have some storage. This is mainly storage of stuff that needs to go over to the shop, where we don't really sell anything, but we provide everything for the other members on the server. So I've got a couple chests on each side. I've got a cow down here as well. I'm going to put a little item frame with a bucket so that if you do have bad omen and you have to leave, you can drink the milk and then be able to head off without getting into any trouble. So we have the manual way, which you can come over here and kill these guys off and trigger the raid. If we've got a pillager captain in here. And it looks like we didn't at that point, but if we did have a pillager captain, we would have gotten the bad omen. Once you get the bad omen, you can then climb this ladder here. If you were going to AFK at this station, you would pick up some tridents. One is okay, but I prefer to use more than one. And you throw it into the stone there and get it stuck on that slab. And once you have your 1, 2, or 3 tridents, you turn on the trident killer. And there we go. We've actually got our battle on here. And then from this point, you can climb this ladder here and AFK. It's a safe AFK platform. It's encased completely in glass. So I'm just going to turn that off. You have to remember when you turn it off to take your trident. If you don't take your trident, you could be anywhere in the world and get the bad omen effects. So I'm just going to go up here. We're going to see the sights from up here. And we're just going through a dark area here because that's where the pillagers, captains, and everything spawn. And we come up here. We've got our drop chute there. And once we get up here, we kick off the raid. So you want to stand, if you're AFK, you want to stand on top of this piece right here. This puts us 25 blocks above the captain's spawning area. That way they continue to spawn. And it also allows you to kick off the raid, and you can just kind of look up and see them kind of do their thing. So we'll stand here, watch the raid a little bit, probably do this in a little form of a time lapse, and then we'll be right back with you. As you see here, we have some Ravagers. The Ravagers get into that lava blade there, and they float up, which allows them to stay in the lava and die faster than having them try to fall to their death. I believe it takes a little over 100 blocks of fall for a Ravager to die at fall damage, and that would mean we'd have to build this way up in the sky and probably wouldn't be able to get the captains to spawn at the same time. So having that lava blade there is definitely a benefit. You don't end up with any of the saddles, which we never want. We get enough useless stuff from this between crossbows, and I hate to call totems useless, but you end up with so many totems that they become useless, and that keeps that saddle from ending up in your sorting system. And that concludes our raid. So once the raid is complete, you can head down and pick up your loot, or you could leave it there and I can take care of it after. I usually take all the loot over to the raid store, if you will, and the books I take over to the library to be sorted. You get a good amount of books and everything from it. As you see, there are other guys down here that probably would have given us another bad omen while we were up there, which then would have granted us another. So we have, if you do have things that go into the sorting system, you can kind of toss them into here. This just drops them into the water stream of the sorting system. So there's a sorting system below here that then sorts out a mass number of chests. And the way down to that storage area and to where the portal is this big hole here. You have to take a little leap of faith and just fall. So here we go. This is the mass storage system for the raid farm. There are, I believe it's 47 levels of double chests. There's 8 chests per level, so this should hold us over for the season. So all of the chests are sorted based on, kind of groupings. So all your dust kind of goes in here. So it'll always filter down to the bottom chest. So those are sorted into this one. We have emeralds sorted in here, so that's what we've gotten from my test raids that I've run so far. Everything kind of sorts down to the bottom here. So even arrows. As you could tell, we get a ton of arrows from this farm. And these other ones here, marked with these banners, are the raid loot. So most of the items should be in this row of chests right here. If this does get filled up, we do have 2 more. And if people just don't want to grab their stuff, that's fine. So in here, you'll find pretty much everything we get that is not sorted. Banners, crossbows, iron gear. Let's go up a little bit here. Books, totems. This is the raid we just did. So there's a bunch of totems in there and stuff left over from previous raids. So all of this can be taken out. The one thing that I have to put a sign on is totem storage. Since totems are an unsorted item, it was easier to do totem storage separately. I usually get 5 totems. That's odd. Unless it went away. I doubt it. Oh, look at that piece of Foxton there. There's a smooth stone in there. So this chest right here, I will put a label on it, is for totem storage. What this does is it pops these into a little water stream in the back that brings them all the way up and then puts them into this row of chests right here. When I tell you we have a ton of totems, we have a ton of totems. Before I even finished this storage system, we were already about halfway through this row right here. So I may eventually turn one of these other raid chests, maybe this one here, into another totem storage, just because of the sheer volume of totems that we do get. So from here you kind of have 2 options. You can go back up to the farm here through this bubble column, or we're going to test out our nether portal right here. You can leave through the nether portal, words, and let's see if this brings us out where it should. Fingers crossed. That looks good. Look at that, right into our nether tunnel. I always love it when your math works and your portal coordinates are correct and you don't link up with any of the other gazillion portals that are within your space. So that concludes, I think, our episode today. So let me turn around so you can see me here. So that is the end of this episode. I want to thank you all for stopping and watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!